Hi everyone, welcome back to TechCravers. Now, if you're a Pokémon GO player, you probably noticed that the massive Road to Legends event is happening right now, leading up to this weekend's Pokémon GO Fest Global. There are tons of incredible raid bosses available, and naturally everyone wants to get their hands on the ones they're missing. So today I'm going to show you the easiest way to find and join exactly the raids you're looking for during the Road to Legends event using Poké Genie. And the best part, this method doesn't just work during this event, it works all year round. Whether you're hunting a legendary, a regional exclusive, or pretty much any raid Pokémon in the game, this is the easiest and most reliable way to find exactly the raids you want. So if you've never used it before, or you just want to get the most out of it, this guide will show you everything you need to know, but in an easy way. Now let's jump right in. Now, before we get started, I just want to clear one thing up. This isn't some kind of magic app that lets you raid for free. It's not GPS spoofing, it's not cheating, and it's not something that's going to get you banned by Niantic. Poké Genie is simply a matchmaking tool that connects Pokémon GO players from all over the world. You still need to buy remote raid passes in Pokémon GO if you want to join raids remotely. Now, depending on where you live, those passes can get pretty expensive. There are ways to get cheaper Pokécoins and in turn cheaper remote raid passes, but that's a topic for another video. And with that out of the way, go ahead and download Poké Genie on your iPhone or Android device. The first time you open the app, you'll need to create an account using either your Apple or Google account. Once you're signed in, fill in your Pokémon GO details and make sure both your in-game username and your friend code are entered correctly. And to find your trainer code, simply tap your avatar in the bottom left corner of the screen, then swipe over to Friends tab and tap on Add Friend at the top. Here you'll find both your trainer code and your in-game username. Make sure both of these match the information you entered in Poké Genie before moving on. And now that your Poké Genie account is set up with your trainer code and Pokémon GO details, it's time to start looking for raids. Right from the Poké Genie dashboard, you'll see the currently available raid bosses at the top of your screen. You can also tap the raid button to bring up the full list. The green numbers underneath each raid boss show how many raid lobbies are currently available. For example, at the time I'm recording this, Necrozma has over 2,100 open lobbies, while White Kyurem has more than 2,200 lobbies. That basically means that you should be able to join the raid almost instantly. Now, if we look over at Rayquaza, you'll notice a black number instead, over 11,000. That's not the number of available lobbies, it's the number of players currently waiting in line to join a Rayquaza raid. Depending on demand, that could mean anything from 5 or 10 minutes to well over an hour before it's your turn. So it's always worth checking Poké Genie every now and then to see how busy the queues are before you join one. And once you do enter a queue, Poké Genie will send you a notification as soon as it's your turn to join a raid. Just make sure you don't miss it, because you only have a limited amount of time to respond. And one important thing to keep in mind is that you can only queue for one raid at a time. So for example, if you're waiting in line for a Drampa raid like I'm doing here, you won't be able to join a queue for any other raid until you've either completed that raid or left the queue. So if you're planning to hunt multiple raid bosses, it's worth thinking about which one you want to prioritize first. Now then, let's take a look at how to actually join a raid using Poké Genie. I'm currently hunting for a shiny White Kyurem to fuse, so I'll tap Raid Now on the White Kyurem to join that queue. And just like I mentioned earlier, because there are so many open lobbies, I get matched with a raid almost instantly. From this point on, it's important that you follow each step in the correct order. First, tap the trainer code to copy it. Then switch over to Pokémon GO, tap your avatar, go to the Friends tab and select Add Friend. Tap the field where you normally enter a trainer code, paste the code you just copied and send the friend request. As soon as you have done that, head back to Poké Genie and tap Friend Request Sent. This lets the raid host know that your request is on its way. Now all that's left to do here is to wait for all 5 raid guests to complete the same process and show up as ready in the list. If you see someone listed as joined with a countdown timer next to their name, it means they haven't sent their friend request to the host yet. And if that timer expires, Poké Genie will automatically remove the player from the lobby and replace them with someone else waiting in the queue. Once everyone is marked as ready, it's the host's turn. They have a short amount of time to open Pokémon GO, accept everyone's friend requests and then send out the raid invitations. At this point you have two options. You can either stay in Poké Genie until it tells you it's time to return to Pokémon GO, or you can switch back to Pokémon GO right away and simply wait for the raid invite to appear there. Once the invitation comes through, just join the raid using a remote raid pass, as you would if one of your real Pokémon GO friends had invited you. From there, everything works just like a normal remote raid. Complete the raid, catch your brand new Pokémon, hopefully a super rare one, and then head back to Poké Genie to confirm that everything went smoothly. Once you have done that, you're ready to jump straight into your next remote raid. I really hope that this guide helps you catch the Pokémon you have been looking for. Maybe, just like me, you live in an area where raids and active Pokémon GO players are few and far between. If that's the case, Poké Genie is a fantastic way to experience raids that would otherwise be almost impossible to do. If you found this video helpful or just enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate if you left a like and dropped a comment down below. Let me know which Pokémon you're currently hunting. I always enjoy seeing what everyone is chasing. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to TechCravers for more tech and gaming content in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.